when you're first starting, you might find yourself taking jobs that you never thought that you'd take, or jobs that you didn't even know existed. I need to stop acting like an employee to myself and spend more time prioritizing my business. If you don't like being by yourself, the freelance route is probably not for you. I've been a freelance video editor for over 2 years now, and it is the best decision I have ever made. However, there are a lot of things about freelance video editing that I was not expecting or that I didn't realize would be that tough to work through. So in this video, I am giving you my scary truths about freelance video editing. So let's get into it. The pay can be, well, garbage. If you've been on Upwork, you know that some of the jobs on there offer pretty insultingly low rates. While in general, it can really be hard when you're first starting out to make enough money to sustain yourself as a freelancer. In fact, I still struggle with making as much money as I think I should be making and organizing my business so that I can continue to make more and more money. For me, I've just needed to start taking my business more seriously. And that means for me, prioritizing the money as well as the quality of the kind of work that I put out to my clients. Your schedule is a mess. You're your own boss when you go freelance, so you don't have anybody telling you to start and to stop working at any specific time. What you do have, however, is clients telling you, I need this project by X date and time. Unless you can keep yourself to a relatively normal schedule, you might find yourself either working all the time or barely at all. Again, a lot of your schedule can depend on your clients, but you might have some control over it. For me, I worked with my clients to get ourselves on more of a consistent schedule so that I would know when to expect work coming in from them, and then they would know when to expect work coming out to them. I think that's the best option if you are like me and do a lot of short form content where there's a lot of little pieces of content going out and that need to be on a very consistent schedule. Now, if you're not and you're working on much larger projects that take weeks to do, you're gonna need to implement a good amount of self-discipline here to get yourself on a consistent schedule so you can stay on track with little deadlines throughout the project. If we haven't met yet, I am Colleen, and in this channel, I help you to get a video editing job and I help you get paid doing what you love. So for more tips on that, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the like button so this video can spread to more people. You don't always get to edit what you want. I say it a lot that it is important to niche down and become more specialized as a video editor to better attract an audience. However, when you're first starting, you might find yourself taking jobs that you never thought that you'd take, or jobs that you didn't even know existed. For me, this was an important and kind of exciting part of the freelance world because it really helped me open my eyes to new genres of media and different kinds of clients. So yeah, you don't always get to edit what you want, but sometimes that can be the best thing for you. Work-life balance can feel impossible. There have been countless times where I will work part-time during the day, and then I'll take a break when my boyfriend gets home, and then I'll go back to work from 7 p.m. until 10 to midnight sometimes. If that works for you, great. However, it was really starting to impact my own work-life balance. I was obviously waking up really tired some days and not able to start my day as fresh, thus leading to me not going to the gym in the morning, or I was never spending time with anyone else because I was working every night as if that was an expected part of my day. So for me, I really had to slow that down and get on a more regular schedule consistent with a 9-to-5 in order for me to get some of my life back. If you're like me, then in the beginning, you might be all hustle and that's totally fine with you because you are trying to grow your business and get it to a stable point where you can make consistent income. But once you get to that stable spot, I think it's important to step back from your business and see if you can make your business work for you, or you'll essentially slowly become a slave to your work and you'll be feeling more like an employee to your clients, which I'm sure was the whole reason that you moved to freelance, so that you would never feel like an employee ever again. Taxes.
Boo!
If you live in America, then taxes as a freelancer is something that you're just gonna have to be ready for. I thought that I was ready for them this year. I was not.
Oh no.
It's really, really important that you take the time every month or every 3 months to go over your income and your expenses to make sure that you are not essentially getting screwed come tax time. Make a spreadsheet, track all of your income and your expenses, and set aside money every quarter to put towards your taxes. The last thing that you want is to owe the IRS or end up getting audited and find out that you've been messing up your taxes for years. You're managing a business. As a freelance video editor, you are your own business. I tend to forget that sometimes, and I'm reminded in times kind of like the one I'm in now, where I'm starting to think about who my next client is going to be. Well, to attract a client, I need an updated portfolio. I need an updated website. I need a branding update. I need consistent content on all of my social media platforms. I need to stop acting like an employee to myself and start spending more time prioritizing my business and treating myself like a business owner. Now, this is of course really tough when you're first starting out, but personally, I was so passionate and enthusiastic about getting into the industry that selling myself was really one of the funnest parts for me. You're going into the unknown. You don't know who your clients are going to be. You don't know how much money you're going to end up making, but the possibilities are just so endless. That's a really exciting part for me as a business owner. And it's important to constantly keep that alive, or else you do kind of drift back into this like employee stuck in the grind situation, which over time is really no fun for anyone. But as you grow as a business owner, you're going to need to master your finances. You need to decide if you're going to stay solo or if you're going to hire contractors. You need to decide how much you want to make a month and what clients are going to help get you there. You need to evaluate your business all the time and make sure you're actually growing and not getting stale or outdated, and that you're pricing your services accordingly. You're on your own. There's no one above you when you're freelancing. And more than likely, there's no coworkers that you can vent to. You're the boss and this is your business. And that can often feel pretty isolating. And I can't always vent about my day to my boyfriend the same way that he vents about his job to me. One, because I am in control of the clients that I have. And so for me to complain about them every day just seems kind of counterproductive and silly when I could just get new clients if I wanted to. But more importantly, two, because my mindset is at risk every day of being controlled by the everyday drama of my work. And because everything is under my control, I need to maintain as productive and positive of a mindset as I can to take on those everyday challenges, or my business really is not going to thrive and I'm gonna crumble under the weight of all of that drama. If you find that you don't do well being by yourself, more than likely freelance is probably not the path for you. In my world, I am by myself most of the time, and I like it that way. I'm in the most amount of control over my day when I'm alone and not catering to anyone else. If you prefer to work with other people and have other people to vent to about said work, I would definitely consider a regular 9-to-5 full-time gig rather than the freelance route, or at least an in-person position rather than remote. Now that I've bared my soul to you all about my truths behind freelance video editing, check out this video next to see if freelance really is right for you. Again, I'd so appreciate it if you can hit subscribe for more tips on video editing and freelance lifestyle. Thank you to my team. Again, I am Colleen, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.